So I'm in hospital, I'm on these water retention tablets, and I'm going to the bathroom now. So, way, it's worked. They diagnosed it, they caught it, they got it, they knew what it was. We're now losing weight. Yes, brilliant. No. So, what happened was, this didn't happen straight away, but I kind of kept this to myself, don't do that. Don't ever hide things from the doctors. I was actually now starting to feel pain. So the more water I lost, and as I started to shrink down, I was starting to feel a bit of pain, actual pain that I could say, right, I'm in a bit of pain here. So personality wasn't changed on this one. It did later on, but I can actually feel pain now. I don't feel right, but maybe it's just because the water's coming off. And I asked the question and I got told, yeah, it's probably a side effect of that. Probably. It's never, yes, that's what it is. There's always a probably. Okay, so we'll see how it carries on. So, feeling a bit of pain. Painkillers are working to take the pain away. So I'm thinking, okay, well, if painkillers can take away, can't be too serious. And Uncle Sandy came to the hospital, picked me up, and we go home. So I've been in there for about 4 days now. So I'm back at home now, back in bed. And Below Deck was the big thing. Below Deck got me through my cancer journey, my cancer post-op complications. We'd always watch Below Deck, love Below Deck. So anyway, a few days start to pass and I'm still off work at the moment, but I'm feeling a lot of pain now. The Oromorph I was on wasn't touching it. It was just constant pain, 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 pain. I called our emergency service number 111 to get advice. Their advice was to go to the hospital, which it always is. I said, well, what if I double up on the Oromorph? Do you think that might work? Yeah, I just don't overdo it. So, okay, so I tried to put myself, I was taking Oromorph now, not double doses, but I was taking it less time apart, and hopefully that was work. It didn't. It didn't. So the pain was getting worse now. So here comes the call. Sandy, on call. Can you please take me to the hospital? This is late one night. I think it's gone 10 o'clock. Can you take me to the hospital? Because I'm in absolute so much pain now, and I don't know what's causing this now. The weight's coming off, but I now have this. So Uncle Sandy come over. It was Sandy. Sandy came over. She picked me up, took me and Belinda to the hospital. Practically got a ticket to the hospital now. I think the emergency services people on the desk know me by first name now. So anyway, we go in, we go through all the registration crap that you have to do again and again, and a cannula goes in again, and bloods are taken, and then I'm whisked off for an MRI. And then it comes back. It comes back. There is a dark mass in my stomach, and which would suggest it needs further exploring. But the dark mass is saying it's most likely sepsis. I've now got sepsis. Pretty bad sepsis. Because now with every passing hour, I'm getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So they immediately moved me on to a ward, and the plan is to drain this sepsis out. The problem we got now is that I'm in so much pain. My memories are clouded with what happened that night, like phasing in and out. But the sepsis is serious now. This is a serious post-op complication. We didn't know how serious it was. We'll find that out later. But it is serious. But I had an hallucination that night. So Belinda and Sandy went home. So I think at this point it's about 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm now being moved to a ward. They've gone home. And I had a hallucination. If anyone's ever hallucinated anything, this just, it feels so real, absolutely so real. So this is what I recall happening. Two doctors came to me at the ward, and they said, "Are you in any pain?" I said, "Well, my legs hurt." So they offered to put these special boot things on your legs that's supposed to simulate muscle move to keep the blood flowing. Now I knew that because I'd already had that in Manchester, so I knew that piece of equipment was correct. And I said to him, "Has there been any more updates on my case?" "Yes, Mr. Anderson, your cancer has come back, and it's not looking good." "What? Well, what? When?" Well, we've just had the results now. Now, I remember that as clear as crystal. Two doctors, they weren't in white coats, they were both wearing t-shirts, but they just delivered me the news that my cancer had returned, and that's what was actually causing the pain. And it didn't look good at all. So I pondered on that, and then I called Belinda first thing in the morning, as early as I could. So I called her and said, "You need to come back. I've just been told my cancer's back. It's not looking good." So she called Sandy. Sandy's supposed to be working, bless her. Belinda's supposed to be working, but they rushed straight down to the hospital. They spoke to the hospital staff. That never happened. That was a pure hallucination. Those two doctors, what I thought happened, I hallucinated the whole lot. None of that happened. That actually happened in Manchester when I heard somebody having a go at the hospital staff because they couldn't get to see the mother. They were literally shouting and screaming and throwing things about, and then the security staff came in to calm the situation down. I remember saying to the doctor later on that day, said, what happened with that people kicking off? What people? I hallucinate that as well. But in my mind, that was 100% real. That was real. These two doctors that came to me that morning, that felt real to me. That happened, but it didn't. It was complete fake. It was in my head. I must have been sleeping. It must have been a dream. But it felt so real that as soon as I woke up, I called Belinda to tell her my cancer was back. And it wasn't. I hallucinated the whole lot. Anyway, eventually the doctors did come back round. These are real doctors now. And they said, yes, we can see a dark mass. You've got some sepsis in there. What we need to do is drain it out. Okay. And then take it from there. Brilliant. Okay. Brilliant. Simple. Is it easy job? Oh, yeah. It's simple. No, it wasn't. The draining was simple. But I'm going to tell you about that in the next video, because I also put some videos on Instagram, because fuck. Okay, I'll go into that next.